How much of your week is spent in meetings? 30%? 50%? Now for the real question. How much of that time feels truly productive? If you're like most people I know, the answer is not much. And you've probably tried to fix it. In fact, you might have bought everyone AI note takers that transcribe everything perfectly. And yet, the needle on team productivity hasn't moved. That's because we've been focusing on the wrong problem. A meeting isn't really an event, it's an entire workflow. And for most of us, it's a deeply broken one. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix it. In my book, Hyperadaptive, I talk about the difference between linear organizations and AI native enterprises. Linear organizations are defined by friction and fidelity loss, the handoffs and delays that slow everything down. And our modern meeting culture is the poster child for this. We think of a meeting like this: schedule it, have it, and follow up. Simple. But the reality is a chaotic mess. The endless emails to find a time, the last-minute agenda, the follow-up that never seems to happen. An AI note taker only helps with one tiny box in this whole flowchart. To get real results, we have to redesign the entire flow. And I've created a simple approach to help you do just that. Let's walk through it together. The first part is mapping your current meeting workflow. Be brutally honest here. I want you and your team to list every single step. How do you decide who even needs to be there? How many emails does it take to find a time? Who's responsible for the agenda? And what happens after the meeting? Getting this down on paper is often a huge aha moment. The second step is identifying the friction hotspots. So I want you to look at your map and circle the ugliest parts. In the presentation I created, I call this topic the villains. Is the villain scheduling? The lack of follow-up? For most teams, it's the handoffs. Those moments where work sits in somebody's queue waiting. These are your targets. The next step is where it gets really fun. You start brainstorming your AI teammates. Instead of just a tool, imagine an AI teammate responsible for a whole chunk of this workflow. For scheduling, you could have an AI agent that assesses calendars and simply books the meeting. Done. No human involvement necessary. For agendas, what if an AI could scan the project's key documents and draft an agenda for the meeting host to approve? Maybe for follow-up, you can imagine an AI that not only logs action items, but actively pings the owners, tracks progress, and automatically schedules a follow-up meeting if things aren't getting done. I tell you, this is not science fiction. These tools exist, but you can only leverage the full meeting as a process to be automated, not a single task to be augmented. Redesigning a single critical workflow like your weekly team meeting is the first real step on the journey to becoming hyperadaptive. It's how you start building the muscles for real organizational change. So here's your homework. Pick one hotspot in a workflow and pilot one AI teammate. And if you'd like support to learn AI by doing, consider asking about my Applied AI workshop, where we go through a workflow step by step in a day and build AI solutions on the fly. Get more information at hyperadaptive.solutions/labs. Thanks for watching. Now go fix those meetings.